Welcome to the Strategic Pursuit Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Macias, and today we have another solo episode. And for this solo episode, just to start off, the one thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is about questions and the way that these questions shape better entrepreneurs, shape better leaders, better business owners. For a long time, I think a lot of us were taught to value an answer. You want clarity, you want certainty, you want to know what to do next, and you want to know now, right? There's no patience anymore. Everything is go, 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 fast paced lifestyle. So it can make it so you're not slowing down and seeing the bigger picture. It doesn't start with the answer, it starts before the answer, it starts with a question. Because if you ask the wrong question, then you might end up in the wrong place. Okay. For example, how do I look successful? That's my question. You might be better off asking, how do I become more trustworthy? How do I become more disciplined and useful over time? That's going to give you a better response. Think about it like an AI prompt. You start asking AI the wrong simple question, you're not going to get that in depth analytic answer that you're looking for. So, the quality of your question is going to shape the quality of your decisions. This is what I've noticed. I've noticed that when I am rushed, I don't ask good questions. Okay. I go straight to reacting, maybe off of emotion. Maybe I'm anxious because I got too much going on at once. I want the answers quick. I'm trying to do three, four, five things at once. It doesn't work out. Okay. Truth is, I have to tell myself, slow it down. Okay, because in business, the reality is not slowing down, not taking time to ask those right questions, to make the right decisions. It can cost you money, it can cost you time, it can cost you energy, and I mean, honestly, opportunities, right? Which can be huge. I do advise that you have a set of values and you have a why on what you're doing, why you're doing this. Okay, you can shape your questions around those values and that why. Questions like, what problem am I really solving? What am I not seeing yet? What does what does this decision look like 6 months from now, a year from now? What moves am I making out of wisdom? Is it out of wisdom or is it just out of urgency, right? Is it actually aligned with where I want to go? I've also learned that good questions, they can protect you from your ego, okay? Sometimes we think that we need to prove ourselves, okay? We're more focused on looking polished, getting ourselves across like that well-polished entrepreneur that people are just gonna flock to. Sure, that has its place, but the truth is you need to slow down. Sometimes we think that we need to have the answer because, you don't want to look unsure. The truth is that being teachable, I think, is much more valuable than trying to look all pretty and polished. So that can be true in business, but it also is true in life. Okay, to be honest, some of the best progress that I have made has come from asking better questions with myself. Okay, questions like, why am I doing this? What am I willing to sacrifice? What kind of person am I becoming in this process? And what habits are actually helping me? And which ones are holding me back? Those questions, they force me to think bigger, right? Not just about what I'm building, what I want to build, but most importantly, the person that I'm becoming, the entrepreneur that I want to become. I'm sharing this because a lot of entrepreneurs, they think that they need to have all the answers, okay? They think that they need to do it all alone. Maybe there's a lack of trust. I've suffered from this, not looking for help, not asking the right questions, not being teachable, teaching myself. But that's not the best approach. You don't need to have all the answers to move forward. You do need to ask honest questions and you do need to stay open when you're asking those questions. And you need to be willing to learn when the answer challenges your pride. just a little bit, right? And that's what I'm working on in myself. And I think it's worth sharing this journey and talking about it openly. Thanks for listening to today's solo episode. I'm going to keep sharing what I'm learning, and I hope it is useful to you. And again, let me know if there's anything that you guys want to hear, anything that you're taking away from this, if there's any wins in your life, I want to know about it. Thanks again. See you on the next episode.